Alright, hello everybody. Oh no, where am I? Where am I? Why am I not on screen? Where did I go? Oh no, we're gonna break the immersion. Hi, there we go. Man, I don't know, I disappeared for a minute. Alright, so, welcome to today's experimental stream. I've done one of these before in the past, and it goes alright, but this one's gonna be probably a little bit harder for me. Yeah, so the goal for today is we're going to do something musical. So we're set up here in the digital audio workstation in the Reapers, all right, to hopefully make something good. I don't really have anything prepared outside of an idea, which is really what you should have, the only thing that you need to have to start, really. I need to check really quick and make sure OBS is picking up. Hang on just a second. I am doing the wrong kind of capture. Alright, let's see. I'm trying to make it where you guys can see what's going on. It's like I'm talking to the empty chat room right now. I know, but yeah. Nope. You don't need to see it. Oh wait, no, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I put OBS in studio mode, so I could change something really quick. And I don't use studio mode. Like, I don't know. Yeah. Bear with me. That's the wrong thing. That's the wrong thing. Why is nothing moving? Like that. Like that. I'm going to suddenly not capturing anything. Oh no. Hang on. What's that? Turn that off. And then... Scrap capture? That is really strange. There's that. Alright, we're getting somewhere. Hang on just a minute. Actually, I guess if we're gonna do this properly, I need to do... we're gonna change scenes. And then we're gonna put you in... Oh, nope, that's window capture. Display capture. That one. All right, there's that. All right, we are getting somewhere. I apologize for the mess. Do that. Do that. Just put you like that. Okay. Sure, do a 1,000-second transition to that. Okay. All right, we got that. Now chat is broken again, so yay for that. Not that there is chat here, but you deserve more. You deserve better than looking at broken YouTube chat box. So we do this. That. All right. Cool. Everything is ready now. Get out of studio mode. All right. Remember this for next time. I should have just done it anyway. Do I still have... We don't have... Oh, an audio... Why do we have an input capture? Audio input capture. Turn that off. That doesn't need to be there. What does need to be here is this guy. And it needs to be that. Oh, not that one. That one. There we go. All right, we are getting somewhere. Now, so to tell you how like not prepared for anything I am for this, we don't have really anything set up. I thought about doing a thing where I would go ahead and set up the project file at least for the stream, but I figure this would kind of be a nice look inside of the massive headache that is music production and creation in big old 2025, so essentially what I did do is I loaded up one of my project presets that is closest to what we're gonna do, and unfortunately most of this stuff here has to be removed. We're probably not gonna use a whole lot of any of this stuff. I only have like a small idea, and yeah, it is definitely not distorted guitars. What can I say? It's actually clean guitars. So that's the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna set up clean guitars. Now I'm gonna be smart about the way I do this, and we're gonna just collapse these, right? So just collapse these, and then we're going to get them out of the way, and we're just going to kind of forget that they're there, because we need to make a different bus. You make a different bus that I don't remember how I usually set this bus up. So you might get to see another bit of my audio production life that I like to call going into a different project file and copying over tracks. Alright, I need 3 tracks. One of these can go over here, and we're going to name it Clean Bus. And then this is going to be Clean Guitar 1 and Clean Guitar 2. Alright, so we're almost ready to actually start recording a thing. I'm going to give these a track color. We'll just go ahead and make them blue. Why not? Just so, I don't know, my eyes usually gravitate to this color. I mean, it is my favorite color for obvious. I don't know why. I mean, you can probably tell, why I gravitate to this just by looking at your screen. But it's usually like the most common one I click on. I'm usually messing with rhythm guitars more than I am lead guitars, actually, funnily enough. So yeah. And okay. Let's go to where is neural DSP? There's load up archetype Abasi. This is pretty much my clean tone. That's not what I need though. That's definitely not what I need. Get that out of here. Let's see. Select input 2. Select input 2. And over here. Alright, we are not set to a clean tone for now. We need... I think I do... I usually start with a preset called Platonic Clean, whatever that is. I wonder is it might be... It might be one of Nolly's. Yeah. Alright, that's a good tone to start with. And we're gonna pan this one all the way this way. We'll pan this one all the way this way. And then we're actually not done either yet. So we need to do a thing here. We need to edit some stuff. Now, right now what's happening is that everything is just going over to this track over here, and that's how you all can hear it. We actually don't want it to go to that first because we have a lot of processing we want to do before it actually hits that. So we're going to click this to turn that off. And we're going to make it go over to this track. This track has a lot of the overall processing on it, and it just it helps things sound better. Now, something else that we need to do is we have to do that for these tracks as well. Turn off their master sends is what that's called. And we're going to take them, we're going to make it to where they go to this bus track. We're going to do that so that we can keep the instrument track files mostly clean, outside of maybe some light EQing. But for the most part, I like to keep my tracks pretty just consistent. Where it's just the VST. In this case, it's the amplifier that I'm playing through, right? And then I send it to a bus track to put effects on it. We'll do that later. And then that bus track goes over into here. It might also go into some of these, which, to be honest with you, it probably needs to go into some of these. It needs to go into the reverb so that it sounds like it's in the same room as everything else. And it probably needs to go into the delay as well because space. Fun. So let me see where I'm at. That's fine. What we don't want is we actually do not want this guy on right now. I think. Where do I want it on? That's kind of like extra reverb. Yeah, that's about what I do anyway. Cool. Okay. And you know what? I've realized something that to be honest with you, I'm on the wrong guitar. I like playing this one, but it's not in the right tuning, for this. So I'm gonna unplug and grab my other instrument. So give me just a second. Can you tell I plugged in an instrument? Alright, so I'm back. I have the 7-string guitar, which is kind of funny because this we don't need the gents. We need the we need the high stuff up here, but this one's in the right tuning. Alright, so we got that. Um, cool. That sounds fine to me. I might record these in stereo. I might not. I haven't decided on that yet. But no. All right. So I would like to talk for a little bit about, I guess my general musical process. Well, there's no one actually here to talk to while I'm doing this, so I figure we can make this a little bit of an informational video. You know, just because why not? Why not? I'm here anyway, and I'm doing it. So. My process is something that I've learned back when I was in music school, and that everything starts with an idea. Duh. That's a very, it's been long enough. That's a very no shit statement, right? So I'm not gonna bore you with that one. But where you go from, it's not really about the idea itself. It's about what you do with the idea. So I've had this idea I've been playing with for a while, and I guess I'll do this in stereo just so it sounds better for you all. Where I've done this thing, and I already played it once, where we have, at first I had an idea, it was kind of like a building, rising kind of effect, tension rising kind of thing, not the Kingdom Hearts song, but it like this. So the idea is this. But that is not the idea we're going to be working with tonight. The idea we're going to be working with tonight is something I kind of just figured out I could do, or I just kind of figured out playing around with that kind of shape. I'm pretty much just taking my fingers and I'm like 2 fingers, one here, and then I'm sliding my 2 fingers up. And then except for this last one, I have to do this kind of weird finger shape, where it's, you know, like my index finger is kind of stretched on the bottom string. So we go like this, but, you know, at the same time. And, well, when I was messing around with that, I kind of discovered, like, play them as a chord, and it kind of sounds like it sounds really cool. That's a cool sound. Okay, let's do something else with it. Let me maybe lift my pinky off of it. I like that. Let me do something different. Maybe lift my index finger. That sounds really cool to me. So here's the actual idea that we're going to be working with, and it's... So that's the idea that we're bouncing off, and my idea with it is kind of like this, I guess really kind of chilled out, nighttime-y vibe kind of thing. People who watch my live streams know that I actually play a lot of Ace Combat, and the name, I kind of, usually I don't come up with song names until like halfway through production of them, at least, but this one, the name, it kind of says like Midnight Flights is kind of what I'm thinking of. Right, and there's a few ideas I thought of to go off of that, so like something like this. Now, that kind of thing. You know, I gotta move the bass note around. This, you know, it's transitioning back to the top notes a little difficult for me. But anyway, I figure the first thing is to try to get the easiest way to kind of work around your ideas is just to get them out there. All right, so we wanna go ahead and record this. Now, back in the day, I used to actually use notation software, and actually I've been trained pretty extensively in using certain notation softwares. Excuse me. And I have since transitioned over to working pretty much entirely in my digital audio workstation. I find for this kind of style, and I'm going to be the guy playing it anyway, I might as well just come up with the idea and record the idea. There's no point in me actually writing it down for someone else to play it, because whenever it comes to my musical endeavors, if there's a guitar, drums, bass, or like a keyboard part that isn't too stupid, more than likely I'm going to be the guy playing it. And then all the other kind of specialty instruments that I'm not very good with or have no experience with, asking other people to do it that way. All right, so I guess we will go ahead and I should tell you what, I'm going to do something. I'm going to do something smart here. Let's duplicate this track, right? And we're going to do this because I record in time selection auto punch mode, just because I can make things cleaner that way. Put this to stereo that way, so whenever I'm playing this, it comes in on both your ears, and I don't have to have two tracks selected and then delete one and do a bunch of mess. All right, so first thing we need to do before I actually record something, excuse me, is decide on the tempo for this thing. So I think we got a little tap thing here. So when I click on it, it'll change these bars here. They'll get elongated or shortened, and that's how we're setting our tempo. So let me think. I wonder if you can actually hear this. Yeah, you can. We'll do 126-ish. Me turn the metronome on, which I don't think you guys can actually hear, which is really good for me if I ever decide to do live playthroughs of songs again. I can just have that keep time. But anyway, let me... First of all, that metronome is way too quiet for me. Why is volume all the way down there? I can definitely hear that. Let's see if I can do the other one. That's a happy accident. I didn't mean to do that, but no, that doesn't really work. Go back to 122. Oh my god. Play the part, please. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna try the other one real quick and we'll... It's fun when you make mistakes with delay on. You just get to hear your failures over and over and over and over and over again. Anyway, this is still really, really quiet for me. I'm sorry. There. It's a little rusty. It's a little rusty, but we're there. The idea kind of works. Hey, Ujo, welcome. Welcome in. Okay, let's go ahead and get the initial idea down. So I'm just gonna give myself a bunch more space to record this out. And then we'll give myself 2 bars to go in, I think. Did I do this right? Did I have this set up right? But how's it going? How's it going, man? Count in before recording. There we go. Now I can keep this over here. Okay, I just did that a few times because I kind of screwed it up. This one I think is going in. That is some that is like some ADD. That is some condensed ADD energy right there. And play 3 games at once. Okay, I got that. Whoa, where are you going? What the hell are you thinking? All right, let me record that twice just so I have it in both ears. My volume wasn't up all the way. That's fun. We'll do that right eventually. Cool. All right, there we go. That's better. Move this over here. All right, and now it's time to set the instrument down because now we have a whole bunch of other audio work to do now. I'm not even gonna bother editing on the track that I was just on. We're going to go over to what's gonna be the best way to do this? I want to keep you actually. This is my bass track. Instead of doing it like this and sending everything out, I'm just gonna have a track for this. Delete all this crap because I don't need it. I'm also gonna rename it to synth bass. And we're gonna throw a plugin on it, and then we're gonna go do something else because I'm not ready for that either. What I need to do is I need to get a drum track going. And it kind of sucks because the way I'm gonna have to do this. So I'll write the we'll write the track out maybe in Superior Drummer 3. I don't know. My use for that plugin is very much pigeonholed in one genre, and that one genre being very, very obnoxiously heavy metal. All right, so that's not really what we want. We want, maybe, you know what? Let's just go to the default library real quick, and then maybe I can find a preset to work with so I at least have a decent idea of what I need. Clean kits, blues, metal, heavy rock, roomy, tight, special tools, Maybe... Maybe something like type pop. That's good enough to get an idea down. So I'm thinking like a something like that. Always, if you're going to be a musician and in audio production specifically, you need to be able to communicate your ideas properly. So we had to get over the anxious stage fright thing. Oh no, has it made them make... Oh, I've made the mistake. I have made the mistake. I have, let me see. Let's go into here. We need to go to, user kits. Oh, I do have the... I do have a kit like that. I did not know I had a kit like that. These are some sounds, and I'm getting all of that. Okay, that's a... Yep, that is an sound. ASMR snare is the name of that. Okay. Okay, that's what we're working with. Apex kit? Oh, no, hang on. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I need to go back to the Rock Foundry, I think, because that has the mix I need. Yep, that's... Okay. Alright, let's actually put a track... That... No wonder you didn't get any sound out of it, you idiot. Put it on the wrong damn track. And we just go basic first. Alright, do something like that. Let's delete it and try again. How about that? Just something a little longer. So we go. Boop. But. Oh god. Okay, I don't actually... I'm working on a very big project that is using a different drum VST than this one. So all of like my MIDI notes are completely different from what I'm used to. I need the real tight one. There it is. Okay. Something like that, maybe? This has our... as our baseline kind of groove. Something like that, maybe. You're requested. Eh, eh. So this really isn't the right kind of kit for this. I can see if I can build a kit really quick. Let's go search an instrument. There we go. Maybe we grab something not from there. Why can I make this go down? There we go. Let's see. Electronic edge. And all right, we're gonna do a very fun thing for me and very, very monotonous thing for you. I'm sorry, you're gonna be hearing a looped drum track for the next little bit. And let me find the snares. I need the snares. There's the snares. Oh, auto load. Huh? Oh, wait. Hmm. What's this? What is this shit after it? It's kind of weird because I need something like that, but then I also need something that's like a cross hit stick, like where you smack the stick on a on the rim of the snare. That's kind of what I'm trying to go for. And this is the beautiful part of music production that nobody ever likes to talk about or show because it's monotonous and kind of annoying if I'm being perfectly honest with you. That's a dark guitar. Alright, you know what? No, we're not using Superior Drummer 3 on this. Delete all these. Delete all these. They're bad. What happened? What happened? How did that get here? Oh no. We have messed something up. Did not do that. And then did I accidentally drag the mixer? Yes, I did. Okay. All right. There we go. There we go. Crisis averted. Whoops. Oops. We made a oopsie. Alright, what we're going to do instead is we're just going to build out some drum files. So I'm going to do this, put you here, and alright, let's see. We need kick, snare, hi-hat, cymbal, probably. Yeah, well, we'll do it that way. So kick, snare, hi dash hats, cymbal. And okay. How we're gonna actually do this. Or wait, I don't have to do it that way. What am I saying? What am I saying? I don't have that kind of library. Red. There you go. And you will go not to the master, but you will go to the drum bus. Alright. We're gonna get our contact. We're gonna get out everyone's favorite cheap ass sampler. Alright, let's see. Synthetic drum kits. Not really. Not really that one. This one, these are really funny to mess around with because there's hold one button, create a groove, and it just makes a groove. That's close. I might have to. One of these is probably not gonna 100% fit the bill, and I'm gonna have to edit it. Oh, there's the snare sound I want. All right, this is gonna be close enough then. All right, let's rename this to E-Kit. And we'll change the groove too. Yeah, maybe something like that. Be kind of fun. Sparser kick drums. Sparser kick drums. We'll do that. Also, change the note of the kick drum because it sucks. That's right, but that's in the wrong spot. That will go well with the guitar thing. Something like that, I think. Sparser, sparser, and sparser. Like this. We'll go into selected instruments bass drum. We're gonna make its notes. What? Oh, okay, I see. Whoops. Oh, no, no, no. Don't do that. I'll put you back there. We want... Maybe super high. Nope, not that one. Yeah, that's close. And then if I put these over that. What? No, that's not right. That's pickup. Yeah, that's the idea. That's the idea. So we'll do that, and really we're going to stick you 4 measures ahead, I think. Do that, and then we'll go play some more guitar, I think. And we'll just repeat the line. So, oh, don't run over the cables. So put this back on, and we're gonna do this. Oh no, I had the looper on. Nice. Nice one, bro. You nailed it. Extend that out. And then we're going to do it again. I just realized. This all needs to be here. There we go. Someone is like, man, this sounds kind of lopsided. What's going on? It's all in one. It's in the center and then in one ear. Okay, let that ring out just a little bit. We'll go here. And then what we're going to do is actually I'm going to build this into much more of a... more of a dynamic kind of drum part here. Alright, maybe something like this. Alright, we're starting to get into something. Where is my obnoxious droney pad thing? Don't tell me it's not in this preset. I'm gonna be mad. No, it's not, is it? That's unfortunate. Unless it's this. It is not that. Okay. Okay. Well enough. Let me open a new project tab real quick. And you guys won't be able to hear what's going on for just a minute. Need to think of what's going to be the fastest project to load up that has this track on it. Because all of my project files typically have like 70 or like in the ballpark of 50 to 70 tracks in it. Maybe you load that one up. I apologize for the noises. Yeah, you guys can't hear anything now. Okay, this will take just a second. Really, it will take however long it takes for Reaper to load up this project. Straight up, all I have to do is just do this, hit copy on a track, and paste it in the other one. Track 64, there we go. Alright. It is the drone one. We need that, copy that, and paste it in here. Yes. Ignore this. I will fix that. You need to go into this. Yeah, okay, we're back. This is a fun one. This is just a drone track. It's just ambience in a bottle. And if I throw enough notes at it, it will distort in a really nice way. It is a little loud though. Oh, right, because of that. There we go. No, it's still just loud. It's still just loud. Fair enough. Let's see, what key am I in? C sharp. Okay. Start off basic. Just imply a key signature without actually implying a key signature, without actually telling you what key we're in. Yeah, there we go. We're getting somewhere. No. We're getting to places. So, time for me to cut a bunch of cables. It's getting on my nerves. Alright, so we'll call this. Well, really, what I need to do we'll take these and we'll move everything here like 4 bars over. That way this kind of has some space to kind of develop a little bit. In this kind of context, what do we sound like? Put that into a mixed context. I don't think I want those kick drums there just yet. Alright, yeah. That's a decent idea. Really, what I think I need to do is extend these out and then let these kind of be the elongate these at first and then kind of put it into much more of a song structure. So, time for more re-recording of parts. So we do something kinda sorta like this, maybe? Metronome. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, that's kind of the idea. Be more like that. Maybe, right? Ooh, actually, no. We'll keep that going. We'll keep that going. We're gonna duplicate this. Ah, no, don't do that. But delete everything on here. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. So what is that? What time was that? I kind of do wish I had my MIDI controller plugged in. I wish I could just play these parts. All right, we'll do a little bit of volume automation right off the bat just to kind of give the idea. But I do have to actually try to be entertaining today. So. All right, back to the thinking. So, time for more full playthroughs. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, maybe we start putting the kicks in right here, maybe? That's not a kick. Boop. Boop. Wait, where am I? I did not play that in time. And we'll do a little repetition of this hi-hat. Put them in here. Put it in again. Oh, and that's the end of it. Okay. So actually, where's that gonna be then? I'm confused. Hang on. Right here. What the fuck? What is going on? What in the hap is fucking with this file? Do that. A full measure. Thank you. And this is a boop boop boop. Alright. Cool. And time for more recording more of this. And eventually I need to throw this into some kind of song structure, but that can come way later. Put this on. And we'll do these a few more times. Zoom in. Pavements. There we go. There we go. Now we're in the right spot. All right, got that. And then we're going to need to move on to something else here. So I think we have enough of intro sauce to set the mood. Me re-record this guy just really quick, just so we have it in both ears. There are too many picks on my desk. I keep grabbing different ones. Not like that. Play the rest of it. That's gonna be fun. That'll be cool. But we got some more droney stuff to screw with. We'll extend this guy out some more. And let's just see what... Play around with it. Hit notes. Something like that. Alright, that'll work for that one. Time for a higher part. We'll turn this one down really low and bring it in kind of gradually, because I'm going to make it really kind of, not really shrill, but we're going to go way up here. Have that volume up so I can hear what I'm doing. Age. Old age. Catching up with me. I can't hear. Start off with that one. Because that's what key we're in, kind of. Okay, that's getting somewhere. What do we think so far? Definitely moody. that's wrong. That's incorrect. Okay. Alright. Actually, I need drums out to here. That will complete the section. Wait, what? What? Oh, I didn't glue them. I did not combine them. Do that. Hello, loud phone. What do you need? All right, let's wrap the hi-hat thing around. Yeah. Okay. And then we'll go complete the section out for these. So that. Make it to where you just kind of fade out. And then you do that. That's that's kind of fun. I don't know if I want to go there yet. Like I can't feel like we need we need something coming like a baseline. We need something pseudo funky. Which, to be honest with you, I may have to play. When I think about it, something like maybe a little octave. Something like that. Let me grab a bass. And we'll play around with it. that. No, don't do that. This and this. Don't record me, please. Record the bass. That's not very funky. I think we're gonna do something a little more fat. This thing is very gain happy. Do this. Turn. Oh, this guy isn't even on. Wow. Pedals, 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 pedals. High pass, low pass. Trying to drive down a bit. Gotta turn the drive down a little bit on the amp. There we go. Something kind of there. Alright, hang on. I need to jam this for a minute. So we're gonna go to our favorite friend, the loop button. Alright, let's see what I can come up with on bass. Do some chordy stuff, maybe. I also need to tune this instrument. That's a fun bass line. Thank you. we're noodling. We need to figure something that's actually up. Ah, that's a better clip. That needs to go in there. That needs to be in there somewhere, because that implies that I'm not doing like a weird ambient dark thing. It's like, no, there's some funk coming in here at some point. Oh man. Okay, so I know we're gonna start with just a drone note from at first. Ooh. Ooh. Oh no, I need to extend out more. This is the part of the songwriting process I don't like. I thought I was done writing that guitar part. Okay. All right, we're gonna try to lay something down just so we have the idea. You ain't doing shit without tuning this instrument though. That's one thing that we're definitely not gonna do. Tone it. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. No, give it a little bit. Oh god. Well, I don't know how to read that one. If I do that, it's actually worse. Alright. Fair enough. We're gonna do something I don't recommend. We're gonna do dish. Go here, and we're gonna use this tuner. Because for some reason this one can read notes accurately. Yeah, sweet. Alright. Get off of there. Alright, now let's try to lace up and down. Wish me luck. that's pretty close. That is pretty close, I ain't gonna lie. Space track is quiet. Let's do that. We're not hitting the compressor like at all. I'm gonna displace where I put that lick the first time. Yay, now I get to extend the intro all the way out to here. I tell you what, instead of re-recording all of this, maybe I can just get away with a little bit of that. And do this. Let's just cheat it a little bit. If I end up making anything out of this, I'll actually go back and re-record these, but just get a move on, you know? So I need a few more measures of that. And then you guys need to be extended out. Wait, just hang on. I'm a professional, I swear. I swear. Glue items within time selection. There we go. That didn't do what I wanted at all. Okay, fine. Have it your way. All right. Let's do a quality check just really quick. So. Yeah, I'll have to record that. Yeah, you can play that better. You can play that better. And not make as many stupid-ass decisions. Lay that down one more time. Where am I? Where am I? I lost where I was in the song. No. Missed. Alright, fingerstyle, which I don't play. That's fun. I can live with that enough to move on from that. And I think we're going to try adding an instrument. And I think that instrument is going to be... Take one of these over. We're gonna write piano. Huh. My piano is contact with this guy. And we're going to compress it. Hit it decently hard. Holy crap. And all right. Let's just put a thing in here and we're going to see if we got anything interesting coming about. Ah, sorry. Right here, we'll do that. Alright, we'll do those, but we'll do those very softly. And then... And then I'm about to run out of notes. And just go back up. And take these. Give it to me in a way I can actually grab it. That's gonna be cool. Like that. Actually, wait, and Hey, do some prog shit for a minute. Never mind, I don't like it. Never mind. Can do is just kind of repeat this idea here for a second. That's just putting notes on the page is usually more important than actually getting a good is sometimes more important than getting an actual idea, a good idea, because sometimes just doing it randomly will give you a good idea. Do that. Ah. Okay. Really, I'd like to have something in here. I just don't know what to do yet. If I follow that riff, that might turn the intensity up a little too much for where we're at right now, but that's a good idea. Do 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 do. That's what that is. Let's save that for later, though. That doesn't really work. That's too much. I'm gonna do some artsy shit. This is gonna sound dumb at first, but if I do this, right? Maybe not so much that, but like do that. What the? No. Clipboard. Get out of here. Smooth you a little bit. Building parts. No, better. We'll do a thing where it's kind of like falling down into the part. That's... This turned into something I was not expecting, but that's the fun part of music. Extend that over, extend, don't do that, just extend these over. Same thing for you. All right. Methinks he wants to add another instrument, which is actually a new category of instruments. Strings. Maybe. Nah, we'll send it to the keyboard. We'll send it to the synth bus. It'll sound fine. Let's see. Try actually using sound paint for once. You actually load that up, or you're gonna crash? Okay, all right, cool. Oh, speaking of that, turn that off for just a minute, and then we'll save this project. Oh, jeez, come on. This will be in here, and then new folder. Here. Move all the media to there. Okay. All right. Set that to the costume color of ugly ass yellow. Alright, we know what we want that to be, so where's that at? Right there, okay. And I'll turn these down eventually. I just need to be able to hear the notes. Well, really, if I want to do it like that, I might as well just do this. Sorry, I clicked on something. Please, not so much vibrato. How do I get that off of there? Um, am. Increase the sustain on it a little bit. So we... I'm weighing some options. Because I'm not sure how I feel about these strings being in here. Because real strings are, or real sounding strings are kind of cool. But if you're not careful with the way you write them, it sounds really corny, and it sounds, well, to be honest with you, kind of bad. So maybe stop sound pain at this point, and we'll use... Oh, where's Surge? Where's Surge? There's Surge. Not the System of a Down stringer, a singer, but this, where's the string stuff at? Pads. What's it called? Subtle comb strings, maybe. that, and then we go here. And we tell this high end to chill the fuck out. I think what'll really help this out is real drums, because we should be we should be starting to move somewhere at this point. And we're kind of just chilling right where we're at for a bit. But in order for me to import drums, I have to put all of those tracks back in, which I really don't want to do right now. Because that will, I'm not joking you, they get that set back up, that will take half an hour. And I'm already about at my limit for tonight. Alright, so here's everything we got. So take a listen to this, and then we might call it. I don't know. If I get an idea, maybe I can implement it quickly, but more than likely not. So let's just hear what we got. Boop. Peter on, yes, Peter is on. Okay. All right. So that's not bad. That's a decent start for really my situation right now. I'm dead tired. And I worked all day, and then my seasonal job, I technically have my last day in because I will not be coming back to them next season. So we got that taken care of. So it's been a busy day for Yuki. Yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna call it and go to bed. So, Joe, thanks for coming, man. Thank you, Bod Watchers, if you made it this far. I know music production streams they're a very hard sell for a viewer, because unless you're like absolutely interested in this kind of stuff, like to the point of like it's almost kind of weird watching someone like make music from scratch is very difficult. You know, it's not like you're seeing the celebrity producer like do the really show offy thing and do everything really quickly, because that's because it's the reality is, you know, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of replaying the same thing over and over and over again until you figure something out that you like, and then you keep building on it. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here. We're gonna hit save, and oh, you guys can't see it. Check it out. There you go. there we are. Midnight Flights. So that's what we're gonna call the song. But okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I will what am I doing this week? Oh my god, we'll continue the stuff we did last week. I'm too tired to even think about what I've got to do. So yeah, have yourselves a great night. See you later. Bye bye. That what? What? Nothing is working.